This is Grapplers Talk.
What is up, fam? Each and every week, thank you to the fans for downloading and tuning into the podcast. We truly appreciate all the love and support we get out there. And this episode would be not possible without our partners and sponsors of the show. And I just got to say a huge thank you to Butterfly X, hooking it up with the best rash guards, gi apparel. They got belts, they got academy gear, custom gear. I mean, you need anything no gi or gi related, hit up my boys at Butterfly X and they will take care of you. Also, make sure you guys check out our friends over at Spar Bar Soap. I'm providing the best antibacterial soap on the market, antifungal, antimicrobial, all natural, made here in the United States. Use our promo codes on those websites. You'll get 10% off all of your orders over there. But again, I just want to say thank you to the fans for tuning in. I'm excited to bring back a good friend of mine. And we were just getting to chat a little bit before the show. And I tell you what, we could have kept going and had several podcasts in there. But always like talking to my good friend, welcoming back Mr. Rob from Backwoods BJJ. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. It's good to talk to you. It's good to see you. First time doing Zoom in a while, but I FaceTime the wife or whatever. But this is actually a lot better than the COVID days, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. Everyone, I remember when Zoom really got popping, man. It was like everyone was on it. Now, I guess it's not as popular. When I tell people Zoom, they're looking at me. They're like, "Whoa, dude! I didn't know it was 2020."
It's almost like Skype. Every time I watch that movie, The Interview, and he's like, "Skype? Do you guys have Skype?" When he's talking to the North Koreans.
I actually used Skype for the longest time. Even a couple years back, I was running another podcast, and we used to record a bunch of interviews via Skype. Believe it or not. So,
nice. So you've been doing this for a while, then?
Oh yeah, man. I love podcasting, but I'm excited to have you on this week, Rob. One, just because I love hearing from you. It's been a while since I got a chat with you. I know you were on quite some time ago in the early days of the podcast, and we got to chat about your vision and some of the things you had planned. Since that time, a lot has gone on. You've had several retreats out at the cabin. You went through a back surgery and everything with that, and I just want to chat with you first, find out how everything's been. Let's talk about how the retreats went in the past.
Sure. So you came up, you stopped in for when we had David Mitchell last year.
Yeah.
That was wild. The cool thing about the retreats that I've seen is that every instructor brings a different vibe. It brings a different group of people. And man, David Mitchell is like, that guy's a wizard, man. And I mean, you were here, I think for Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And ton of fun, super knowledgeable. Then we did the veterans retreat after that in June, late June, with Crazy Kev, and that one was awesome. I didn't really get to train at either of them. The only thing that I took away from both of those last year was David's straight ankle, by watching, obviously being in class, but just the one or two details that I caught. I mean, I'm sure you took away something from his.
Yeah, the thing about Dave is, I mean, he was taking all the time in the world. I mean, that session did not feel rushed in any sort of way. I mean, I think we were like 2 hours into that one training session, and he was still down to keep going. You could tell he was just nerding out on it, but it was really incredible getting to see how much attention to detail he puts into everything that he showed. And I mean, I heard a lot from the other training sessions too, just talking to the guys, and they were still just putting everything together. So I really enjoyed it from my experience, and obviously getting to see the cabin up there and getting to really experience it. It's second to none, man. You have something special up there, and you definitely do a good job taking care of the retreat and the food that was being delivered and catered, and all the little snacks and goodies, and everyone felt comfortable. You know, it was a home type environment, right?
Sure. I mean, it's like we talked a little bit before the interview or the podcast started, the episode started. Um, it's one of those things where you kind of already have that rapport with the people that share the mats, regardless if you've met them or not. So making it accessible, making sure that people feel right at home when they get here, so that there's no, even if you don't want to socialize, you can still come in and feel comfortable and not worry about being around different people. It's a ton of fun, man. Nothing's catered. We do everything. So
Yeah.
shout out to my wife, man, because she, without her, man, she definitely keeps that wheel going. All the background stuff. I mean, I'm there with her helping too. My boy Danny Irving, all the volunteers. It's it's cool. It's just, it's not like this corporate pay me a bunch of money to come train, which is cool. Those are cool too, but that's just not the thing here. And I think hopefully next time, when we have our next one, you can come up and spend a little bit more time. I know that it was you were pressed on time that day, but
Yeah, that day I came up, it was pretty incredible. You were with me a good majority of it, but we started out in Sonora, which is a good hour plus away, at like a early belt promotion and seminar. After the seminar, we drive like what, another 30, 40 minutes up the road to the cabin, do another training session back to back. It was incredible. But I enjoyed it. I think there was a event going on that night too, maybe a UFC or grappling event. I went home and
I
watched
think
too.
Artist Suave or some, well, UFC was definitely on, but I think that there was like an Artist Suave that night or
There
something.
there might have been,
Or
yeah.
Fight to Win. I think maybe it was Fight to Win in San Francisco or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was a busy weekend.
But yeah, I mean the vibes at the cabin were great, man. And I want to talk, you also put together the veterans retreat. But you've also mixed it up. You've had an all women's retreat as well, and kind of where does the idea come behind doing the different events? And for this upcoming events, are you going to do any special ones like that?
So the Veterans Retreat was inspired by Crazy Kev, just listening to him on Jose's podcast, and hearing his story and how he's been trying to help veterans through jujitsu, and the struggles that veterans have. And so that, all I did was reach out to him and say, hey, I'll provide the space, if you want to make it happen. And I was gonna do it totally free, but he got on a mission, and he got a whole bunch of people to donate. He got some sponsorships from some different companies, and they covered the whole cost of the retreat. We had people, dude. We had a Navy SEAL come out from the East Coast. Like, we had
Wow.
people coming from. We had a Marine drive up from Arizona. Bunch of people from SoCal. It was it was cool, man. And I really feel like those kind of opportunities, hopefully, will continue into the future. I'm down to do more of them. I think that Kevin is probably in the works of trying to, like, maybe not the same location, but to kind of get something like that going, where they're doing them periodically, and making it available. So it was totally free for the veterans that came. I think we had 18 total.
Wow.
Um, it was cool. They vibed all weekend. I think a
Yeah.
few of them didn't sleep the first night and got up, was doing D class the next morning. And we had two different black belts that taught. Um, Actually, Anthony Baker, from Omni, is going to be doing a retreat at the end of March this year. He was one of the instructors. And uh, it was just it's hard to describe. You had to be there.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I tried to give them their space. So I was kind of hanging out and taking pictures and watching a little bit of the training, but I didn't want to inject myself into their vibe because it was a weekend for them. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing though. And I love what you're doing. You were talking about like people traveling from the East Coast, and I'll tell you what, okay, I get to travel around the country occasionally for work. I'm gonna be in Michigan next week.
mm,
Okay. So I've seen different parts of the country, and everyone's always asking, how's California? What's California like? Right. And it's hard to describe because it's like, well, I got an hour drive from the snow or the mountains, or I got
sure.
an hour drive from the beach, or, a awesome hiking trail. Like it doesn't matter. Right. And people, they just don't understand until they see the beauty here. And I mean, I tell you what, where you're at is probably one of the most beautiful places in this great state. And I mean, you get a heck of a view, a heck of an experience, and it's an experience like no other. Like you were saying, it's hard to really put it into terms unless you've been
Yeah.
out there to get to feel the vibes and get to see the fresh air. Like fresh air is not, something that we get often. We're usually inside buildings and offices and breathing that recycled air. But man, being out there, it's really, really amazing. And it's a way to escape. And even if you're not, the best at jujitsu, you're just getting started or anything, getting to go out there and experience that and get to communicate with people, that are better than you or the same level. And I mean, the vibes are just amazing at those events, Rob. And I want to ask you, did you ever, I mean, when this thought first came to be, right? Like, hey, I'm going to get this cabin. We're going to do some retreats here. Did you ever think they would be as successful as they were in the early days? And what's something that you have learned in doing these along the way that you'd like to fix in the future?
I mean, so the original thought was just to have an open mat and have the homies up and barbecue and party and go jump in the river. And I mean, I'm a social guy. I mean, you see me even at like when I'm coaching at like World League and I'm talking to everybody all the time.
Yeah.
And then also having something so special, because you're right, it's a gem. This is like a sleepy, not very known area, which is how we kind of want to keep it. But sharing that with people and then being able to also inject jujitsu with it. And it's I never thought that we were going to have multi-time champions like David Mitchell or Anthony Baker, who is the guy. Anthony Baker is he's so funny. He's got such a wild, I mean, typical veteran, right? And
Yeah.
but he's written like children's fitness books, and he's going to different schools and stuff, and talking about his experience in the Marines and physical education. And so I never in my wildest dreams could ever think that we would have. I would even be on a podcast talking to you, right? Like this is that it's never been the goal. It's just to share and have fun and train. And it's wild, dude. And I'm trying to soak it up. Um, the women's thing, jujitsu is already a small community, even though it's blown up compared to probably when you started, because I know
Yeah.
you've been in it for a long time. It's still a small community. And then the women that are in it and the young girls, that's even smaller. And being the father of a young woman, and she's a grappler and she's grappled since she was younger. It was just inspiring for me to try to get something like that going for them. Just because they could have it. Like I've been a part of some of the women's beginner classes at Open Mat in my home gym, and to see when there's a bunch of ladies on the mat together, it's just like the veterans thing. It's something that you cannot replicate or understand. It's their vibe. And
Yeah.
so to provide plus to bring in Lauren Sachs, who
Yeah.
is a wizard. I mean, talk about team chaos, man. David Mitchell and Lauren Sachs are,
Incredible athletes.
yeah, for sure.
But
And
their
they break
mind
everything.
too. Yeah. They
Right.
they they can
Right.
break down systems and moves so well, like encyclopedias of jujitsu in my mind.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. It's so cool just to, so originally when I got the cabin, um, I wanted to, one of my first ideas besides having open mats up here was to try to do some kind of like like a free youth wrestling camp, right? Because I'm like a helper in our wrestling program at Open Mat, when I'm in the Valley. And again, like coming from, you know, poor family, broken home, growing up, all that, like, why wouldn't I want to bring some coaches in? But the liability of it, and you'd have to bring parents in, and the space, that just wasn't really going to work out. Um, so I don't know, just I kind of always I'm a squirrel a little bit when it comes to my ideas. My wife is learning that, like, a lot of them are good ideas and they end up working out, and sometimes they're just me being a big dreamer. But
Nothing wrong with that.
it's fun, man. It's fun.
You,
I mean,
you know,
look at you. You open your own
right,
academy, right? I mean,
right.
that's a dream. That's a
I
passion.
I tell people all the time, I say, if you want to do something, there's literally nothing stopping you. Like
Sure.
when I tell people I opened this gym with $0, like I was negative dollars, and
Sure.
and to make it to where it is now, and we're growing, and it's turning into something really special. And then you throw the podcast on top of that. I mean, I love podcasting. I didn't think it would turn into what it is now that quickly. So nothing's stopping you in life. You just got to continue pushing through no matter what, and look at the obstacles as opportunities to grow, and you'll really be amazed at where everything goes from there. It's
It's
wild.
like
I'm sitting in
jujitsu,
a
man.
Yeah,
Like, you make some progress and you feel like you fall off, and then you plateau and you make I mean, that's just how anything that you're passionate about can go, right?
yeah. No, it's that's the way it is, man. And it jujitsu teaches you how to keep going when you're facing those obstacles, facing those trials, and whatever it may be, right? You learn that no matter how bad it is, I could probably overcome, or if I can't, I'm gonna figure out a way to correct it and fix it, right? So
Sure.
yeah, it's an amazing journey, dude. Jiu-jitsu's like it's a superpower to me. Like it really unlocks something in your mind, and it makes you a different person, I feel.
Well, I think also, um, you have to be a little bit of a different person to stick with it, not just like be the trial class guy and
Yeah.
show up. And I mean, not shitting on anybody that shows up and trains a couple times and quits, but like, you have to have something a little bit maybe off to keep showing up and getting your ass beat. I mean, when I started, it was, with the Cardonas, basically when they opened Open Mat, and almost everybody there had either wrestled in high school or had been training jiu-jitsu back from the Stockton days.
Yeah.
And I never grappled, like, I had a
Yeah.
little bit of karate and taekwondo background, but I never grappled. So I'm just getting my ass beat, and just, so James, you met James when you came up.
Yeah.
He's a perfect example. Like, so Open Mat is in the mall in Tracy, and he was just at the mall, shopping, and they saw the gym and decided to try the beginners program. They do a 5-week beginners program a few times a year, and he got his blue belt earlier this year, and he just freaking, he went to what, Nogi Worlds in I think it was Vegas, like a month
Yeah.
ago, and he freaking got silver. And he got one of the finishes he got was the straight footlock that he learned at David Mitchell's retreat. Actually, I think David owes him a rash guard for that one.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
pretty awesome.
but I don't know. Anyway, I was kind of going on a little bit of a rant there, but it's exciting to process those things, right?
Yeah.
And being somebody that is real passionate and can't really train right now, it's I'm trying to, besides the not being able to roll, because that's the, everybody loves rolling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like make sure that I stay focused on all the positive aspects and all of the bonus things that have come from training and being involved
Right.
in the jiu-jitsu community. Right. So,
Yeah.
um,
You were alluding to, I mean, you do have to have something wrong with you to get beat up for 6 months or even a year, right? To continue to go back. I tell people all the time, I tell beginners, when I first got started, I was a young kid. I was like 16 years old. I'm going in, I'm training with these high level, like purple belts, brown belts, guys that are like Nick Diaz level, right? Like really
right.
good guys. And the crazy thing was I was just getting beat up night after night. And my dad used to ask me every night, he's like, son, did you get anybody? And I'd have to walk in and be like, no, dad, I got beat up for 2 hours. And then I'd go shower, and think about my life, reassess everything. I'd go back the next time. And I'd get back home. My dad would look at me again. You get anybody? Nope. I mean, this went on for 6, 8 months, dude. I was just getting destroyed. And then I remember I finally got like my first tap, and oh my gosh, yeah,
Sure.
it was
Sure.
wild. But yeah,
Yeah.
you got to have something wrong to continue to just go back and go back and go back.
Well, especially back when you started, when there was no working with the new guy. It
Yeah,
was, hey,
no,
don't do that, dumbass. Like, I'm
yeah,
gonna keep getting you. Like,
yeah, dude. And I mean, you look at purple belts back then, that was as good as a black belt, right? Like there
sure.
weren't many black belts around. So it was like you saw a purple belt in the room, you were like, "Oh God, this guy's gonna be a murderer." And yeah, man, I can think of a lot of times. So we had a guy, he's a black belt. I mean, he's been a black belt for years now, but back then he was a purple belt, former military guy. I mean, he was just an animal. He was like our gym enforcer and law enforcement officer and everything like that. But I remember Nick Diaz comes into the academy on a Saturday, and dude, we're all like, all right, Nick's here. Like, this is super cool, And height of his UFC run too. So he was doing big things. And I remember Chuck and him rolling, and it was probably one of the most incredible rolls I've ever seen in competition or in a gym or anything. It was just so beautiful. The transitions back and forth, and I mean, it was something to watch, man. And I remember like, oh man, that's wild, dude. Like to think about like these guys, he was a purple belt back then, but like I said, that was as good as a black belt. And
Sure.
I mean to be that, in line with somebody like Nick Diaz, it was cool to watch, man. It was really, really special to see. But Rob, I want to chat with you about what's upcoming on the horizon this year. What are your plans with Backwoods? If you got any dates in mind and specifics and how people can sign up on upcoming events this year.
Sure. So we're fortunate to have David Mitchell and Lauren Sachs, Team Chaos. They're going to tag team a retreat. It's going to be March 6th through 8th. We're going to do it a little bit more inclusive or exclusive, I guess you would say. We're only going to do 12 spots. There's 7 left. And I don't know the exact details. I've got to talk to David a little bit more. I'm sure he's got it all. I'm sure both of
Yeah.
them have it all figured out, or a general idea, and just constantly modifying. They process things so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got 7 spots left. That's March 6th through 8th. Anytime you want to reach out and find out information, you can check out our website at bjjcavin.com. It's not that involved because I built it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but basically just kind of gives you the rundown of how it all works. You can email me through the website. The best way is to just DM me on Instagram, which is at Backwoods BJJ Retreat. And then we've got Anthony Baker, who's going to be in March as well. I talked a little bit about him earlier. It's going to be March 20th to 22nd. He's going to be mainly doing no gi, I believe. Usually what I'll do is I'll also offer like 6 a.m. gi basics just in case people want to get up and train earlier before breakfast. But yeah, it's a trip just to have them already signed up again. Everybody had a great time at the women's retreat. Everybody had so much fun, learned so much. We had some of the local ladies that I train with over at MTS. They came out for the day. They had a blast. And then possibly Alika Foster coming out again. He's just got to throw me a date. He was thinking maybe sometime in May. It's not confirmed, but hopefully we get him back. That was a ton of fun with him. And then we're probably going to be on a pause for a bit. Hopefully try to get some things going maybe next year. So we're trying to consolidate before the summer to get these last ones in. We will probably continue to do like work parties, open mats throughout the summer. If you're interested in coming up and getting any open mat time in when we do have them, or if you want to come up, help with like trail maintenance, whatever. I mean, we just basically have people come up for the day. We barbecue, we hang out, we swim. Just message me. But yeah, I'm excited, man. So in conjunction with Grapplers Talk, we're actually going to be giving a spot away at the Anthony Baker Retreat. It's basically the Grapplers Talk giveaway. I'll make a post about it, but basically, like any other giveaway, you got to subscribe, whatever, share the post. I'll make a post and I'll tag you guys in it, and we'll get it going. But it's cool because it's a free spot if you win, and no cost to you. Come up, train, hang out, eat. It'll be a ton of fun.
Yeah, and the great thing is, you've been so supportive of Grapplers Talk since day one. I mean, the initial post that came out, you were supporting us, and we likewise support you just as much.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that these next couple events are as successful as they can be. And I know that people that they haven't experienced this, they're gonna want to go, and they got to get it in there. Like you said, after this, there's going to be a little bit of a pause going on. So get it in while you can. These dates are available. It's going to be nice weather during that time. It's going to be beautiful up there. So
jump in the river.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you got it all up there. Like, I mean, the hiking trails, I mean, everything's up there. So make sure you got a 4-wheel drive though, if you're going in. You got to be a little careful.
It's as long as there's no snow, the road's just bumpy. I mean, it's almost 4 miles down a dirt road, and if you're not used to driving on a dirt road, then I get people that show up and they go, "What the fuck is up with that road?" I go, "Hey, it's exactly what it needs to be."
Yeah, dude, it defines it well. Like you're like,
sure.
All right, I'm going to the backwoods. Like I like it.
Just don't follow Google Maps, man. You end up you will end up in the middle of nowhere, and I won't come find you.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome though. And I don't mean to get into crazy specifics, but if people want to go to a retreat, do they put like a deposit down, or how does the payment situation work with that?
Yeah, so specifically for the David Mitchell, Lauren Sachs Team Chaos one, it's going to be $400 per person. That includes your stay, all your training, and your meals. In order to hold your spot, you have to put down 50% deposit, and that's just so that we don't get a bunch of flakes. And then the remainder is due 30 days before the event. For Anthony Baker, it's going to be $300 per person, and same thing, 50% deposit. It's just so that when people say they're going to come, they actually come. Or if something comes up and they're not able to come, they have that chance to get out. Usually what we've done in the past is if for some reason you have to cancel within that 30-day window, I'm not going to hold you to it for the most part. At worst case scenario, you get a credit for the next event or something like that.
Yeah.
We actually have Rashida from Reno. She came to the veterans and she came to the women's, and she signed up for a retreat that we had on the schedule for last fall that we had to reschedule. And so she'll be coming. her deposit ended up coming to the next event, and so
Nice.
she'll be coming out for that. Yeah, again, like the people you meet, right? Like the experiences you have, people want to come back. They see how much fun it is. They see how much you learn.
Yeah.
It's just all about the experience and being affordable and accessible to anybody, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely affordable. I've looked into other retreats before. I mean, they're thousands of dollars to get to. And then I mean, you have a great price and it covers all your food, all your training sessions. I mean, that's great. That's phenomenal, dude. You can't beat that.
Sure.
So I think that like I mean it's like we've been talking about, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So it's coming up. You gotta sign up. I mean, David Mitchell, I mean, dude, you'll learn a lot. Like
Yeah. I think he
I
did 6 classes.
yeah,
I think he did 6 sessions.
yeah, he said he set the record. But no, he has such a great mind for jujitsu. I got a lot of his knee bar stuff
Sure.
and took
Sure.
some of that back with me. And man, it's very effective, and I love training with that guy. I love talking to that guy. He's a fun one. We chat back and forth from time to time on Instagram, and during CJI, me and him were going back and forth between some of the matches, just chatting it up about it. And
Sure.
he's a great character, great guy to have around, and a wizard when it comes to jujitsu, really. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna make it out to those events. We'll be at least covering them if I'm not training, but more than likely you'll see me on the mats, getting some mat time in, or getting some photos and some interviews, getting to talk to the people there. But we're excited for you, Rob. We're looking forward to going and checking out those events and making sure that these next couple ones are very, very successful for you. So we want you to continue doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah. I mean, if I know you guys got quite a few sponsors now and stuff. If you want to bring up some of their stuff when you come up and pass it out, get some more exposure for your sponsors.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been a big help and support on keep. I mean, it's just a passion thing, right? I would do this stuff for free if I could.
Yeah.
That's I know I say it a lot, but I
You
really
have.
would. I really would.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
it's a passionate thing. I mean, it's like being a coach, right? Like there's no money going and sitting at a freaking tournament coaching from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Um, it's kind of the same mentality and just having that passion and wanting to be involved and have a good time. And you only get so many days in life, right? And
Yeah.
besides like your normal grind, this is the kind of stuff that you really want to try to soak in when you can. So
Yeah.
it's been a ton of fun. I really appreciate you guys' support
Yeah.
out of all the times, and hopefully we get these ones filled up and everybody can come out and have a great time. Hopefully we get a leak a date on. I'm gonna message him after this and bother him a little bit. He's a busy guy, man. Everybody's real busy, so I don't want to bother him too much. But
Yeah.
sometimes people forget.
You can always, if you're interested in finding out more about Backwoods, you can always find their stuff. We repost their posts all the time. They tag us in them, so you could always look on the Grapplers Talk page or the Backwoods page for any updates and future dates for future events. But yeah, Rob, it's exciting. I'm thrilled for you, man. I know that it's not just a training session; it's an experience.
Sure,
That's the difference. It's not just an open mat you're going to. It's literally an experience that you're going to take with you back home, and you're going to definitely enjoy the time. So.
sure, sure.
Rob, I'd like to just give you a couple minutes for any shout outs, any sort of love. We thank you again for being on, and we're thrilled to see you hosting these events. And like I said, I'm really excited to go out there and check them out. And we want you to have nothing but success in these things. So just want to give you a couple minutes for any shout outs, but thank you again for being on this week. But yeah, take a couple minutes. The floor is yours.
Right on, man. Well, again, big shout out to you. Right. Every time we've hung out, it's always been a good time. Every time we chatted, it's always been a great time. we should always prop each other up, right? And I feel like you've always been there to do that. So thank you for that again. The biggest shout out is my wife, Heather. I mean, none of this would have, I mean, obviously my dream, right? My ideas and my dreams, but like she's the one that makes sure that this kind of stuff like actually happens. And she puts up with my shit. She puts up with my craziness. It's been a little bit more crazy since my back surgery and I haven't been able to train. So shout out to her for dealing with me. Obviously, shout out to Chris, JR, Brandon, the Cardonas at Open Mat. Without them, I wouldn't have taken the time to actually try jiu-jitsu. I always wanted to, but I was afraid to with my back issues that I did have. So shout out to them. They've been just a staple in my jiu-jitsu journey. My daughters, so many people in the Central Valley and Tracy. Obviously, shout out to the Fosters, right? Again, a relationship that you meet somebody because my daughter competed against his daughter, and then we just started chopping it up. We'd see each other at Naga, and we'd see each other at these different things. So shout out to Alika and Kalani and Cyrus. Solid family, man. You know, you've talked to him plenty of times. MTS, Sonora, where I help teach. Scott, the owner, solid dude. Welcomed me with open arms, and everybody over there. James, man, I got to hit David up. I think David owes James a rash guard, because I remember him saying, if you get this footlock in competition, send me the video. I'll get you a rash guard or something along those lines. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to hit up Dave and be like, hey, James needs his rash guard, man.
Hook him up, Dave.
All the volunteers. So sorry, I don't mean to waffle on, but
no, you're fine.
I want to make sure, because these events definitely would not happen without the people that help us make these things happen. So all the volunteers at our events, Izzy, Danny, Irving, Jose from the Old Grappler. I apologize if I forget anybody's names, or just anybody that's helped volunteer, cleaning the mats, helping with food, helping with any of the stuff that goes on up here. Thank you guys so much, because without you guys, it wouldn't happen. So we do have volunteer spots during these events. If you're interested, you can message me. Look out for that the giveaway. I'll make the post and I'll tag you in it. And
absolutely.
We'll get somebody a free spot.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Grapplers Talk.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it's something that they're gonna definitely enjoy and definitely get a lot out of, and I'm thrilled that you partnered with us on that. And I mean, just to have you as a friend in this journey and in this podcast, we're on. I mean, I gotta double check. I think this is episode 99. So
wow,
we're smoking through these episodes. But thank you again, Rob, for being a part of this thing from the very start to even now, and we just wish you nothing but success in the future. Thank you to the fans for downloading, tuning into the podcast each and every week. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can watch all the video episodes of the podcast. You can check out our audio episodes as well, but also subscribe to us or follow us or whatever it is on Spotify. Check us out on Spotify. Download the podcast. Give us a rating and review too. That helps us out it helps us go a long ways. Rob, I don't know if you heard, but I asked ChatGPT about a week ago, what's the #1 jiu-jitsu based podcast in California? #1 answer was Grapplers Talk. So
nice. Let's go.
I don't know how they get that information. I don't know what they base it off of, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to celebrate with it.
Hey,
but
people just got to keep sharing it, man. That's I mean, keep it. That's the thing I like is that keep it organic, right? Keep it user based, and I mean, you can spend money on advertising and stuff like that, but it's way better and it's more real when it's shared and people pass things along. So
absolutely, yeah.
The proof's in the pudding, man.
Yeah. We appreciate it. But thank you everyone for downloading, tuning in. Don't forget to check out Butterfly X and Spar Bar Soap. We will be at you next week with another episode. This has been another great episode of Grapplers Talk. This is Dave, and we are out.
This is Grapplers Talk.